The winds of change are upon us. The Federation's days are numbered. Soon, our fleet will join with General Tydrick's fleet, and together, we will journey to unite with our brother Novak at the Federation's last stand. Our fleet is mighty. Our soldiers are trained. Only a few ships stand between us and washing away our remaining ties to the old ways. Admiral Tully of the Federation, you cannot hide these politicians forever. You cannot continue running into the dark. For too long, humanity has been held back. For too long, the exceptional has been forced to wallow in the mediocre. This galaxy was destined for humanity's reign. We are humanity's champions, and it would be my pleasure to march beside you all into our future.
One, two, three, four, five.
Good evening, Don Darosaris.
Good evening. Come in. Please, sit down, General.
General, do you know who I am?
Oh, I know a lot of things. Like that the rear rebel fleet is really hot for you, and that they might pay a handsome reward for your capture.
I suppose they would.
It's really suspicious to find such a small Federation ship all alone from any friends. One might think they were up to something really important. Don't you agree? I see. Oh, this mind has history. So many regrets, and not an ounce of self-pity. Oh, that's rare.
Don Darosaris, I appreciate you meeting with me and harboring my crew aboard your ship.
No problem. Debts can be worth their weight in gold in these turbulent times.
But our jump drive needs time to repair itself, and we need to stay aboard for at least a few more days.
That might be possible. In the morning, my ship will descend to Kaban in order to deliver some merchandise. But afterwards, we are returning to Slug space.
But we can't. We need to reach the last Federation base. And going backwards on top of waiting for a jump drive would cost us too much time.
I've never been a fan of those rebels. Federation palms are easier to grease than rebel fists, if you understand. I can give you guys a ride down to the planet, and there you can make your fixes and get out of my non-existent hair. I'll even give you the location to an old ship hangar you can hide in.
Thank you, Don Darosaris.
Hey, I'm no saint. I scratch the rebels' backs too from time to time. I just hope that whoever wins this civil war thinks of me as a friend.
Greetings! Your arrival is most fortuitous. We recently came across some extra drones. If you have some fuel, perhaps we can make a deal.
No!
When we go down to the planet, we should wear disguises.
Why?
Because the rebels might know what we look like, and we can't be too careful.
Well, what's your disguise?
I'm gonna wear a hat.
I don't do hats. They mess with the quaff.
Well, you're gonna have to do something.
Oh no. No way, Jose.
Just shave it off. It'll grow back anyway.
I'm sorry, my bearded god. I will remember you. Will you remember me?
See, that's not so bad. Can you feel the air now? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Don't look at me!
Try to stay as low as possible. The less we're seen, the better. Things have gotten really screwed up.
I seriously thought the engines were gonna die back there.
Ricardo, what's wrong back here?
Well, there was a mysterious matter-antimatter imbalance in the reactor while the jump drive was active, causing an emergency reverse event horizon effect that negated our causality shielding. The deuterium in the pipes basically boiled, causing heavy neutron damage to the engines, and ions leaked into the jump drive, which totally nerfed our zero-point vacuum. The drive will flush itself out in a couple of days, but until then, we can't safely jump.
Did you shave?
Is it that noticeable?
So we're basically stranded.
Yep, basically.
Alright, everyone. Welcome to our home for the next few days. Kaban is filled with rebels and rebel sympathizers. I'm gonna talk to the dock workers, but while we're here, please don't leave the ship, and don't leave the hangar. Hello! Don Daroceres sends his regards.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
We ask around for places where rebels meet up, and then we take it from there. Excuse me, sir. Would you happen to know where rebels might meet up?
I didn't know they could get that big. Here, let's try this guy. It's useless. Of course none of these guys know where rebels hang out. They're not human.
Work's over. New shift coming in.
Him. We ask him. Hey, buddy! We were wondering if we could talk to you.
Talk to me? About what? Hey, wait. Are you Federation guys? Hey, look! I mean, the kids in the neighborhood and my friends. We were at this party, and there's this really hot girl, and she She thought that rebels were cool, so then I, and then they, it's a fad. Really, I like rocks and slugs and mantises and engies and...
What's your name, pal?
Marvin.
Okay, Marvin. You wouldn't happen to know where rebels like to hang out, huh?
Well, I do, but most of them are in orbit now aboard those sweet black ships. The Blackbird was on television, and she gave this speech about how the fleet was leaving for the last Federation base once General Tiedrick showed up.
Well then, when there were more rebels on this planet, where would they meet up?
They used to recruit people at this nightclub on 34th and Globe every night, but the last time I was there were only a few of them left.
What's the name of this nightclub?
The Subset Lounge.
I don't know if we should go through with this. There's no way we'll find Mom. It's been so long that I don't even remember what she looks like.
Look, if we ditch our uniforms and wear regular clothes, then nobody at the nightclub will suspect a thing.
Did somebody say nightclub?
What? Nightclub? You're crazy! What are you guys doing here?
Cremity and I wanted to know if you wanted in on our chess tournament.
I built a chessboard out of algae. The Calurpa lentilifera are the white pieces, and the Arami are the black pieces. You can also eat them. Oh.
So when are we going to this nightclub?
There's no nightclub.
Somebody say nightclub?
We're not going to a nightclub.
Pavel said not to leave the hangar.
We know!
Well, if you're really not going to any nightclub tonight, then I guess you won't mind playing with Cremity's algae chess set?
How does 9 o'clock sound?
White pants?
White pants. You know, I feel bad about leaving behind Charlie, Mannon, and Liam.
Don't worry. I have a feeling this bar might be humans only anyway. Wait, what if Pavlo notices we're gone?
Don't worry. Watch this. Hey, Pavlo! We're gonna check the outside of the ship for Minox.
Okay. Don't forget to check the grappler arm base too.
Hey, do you like drones?
Thank you, Darchi. Alright, looks like you guys are gonna be our last recruits before we leave orbit. So high fives all around. But don't touch me, or I'll shoot you. You two, have a seat. Well, now that we're all here, let's share some stories about why we want to join the rebellion. You start first, short stuff.
Well, I hate rocks. My ex-girlfriend, she wasn't a rock. She was a human. But then we had this fight about how sometimes I don't take her personal problems seriously, which I totally did, but sometimes you just lock up when you don't know how to comfort a person. She said I wasn't being supportive, and then her mother came into the argument, and I was all like, well, what do you want me to do? I'll do it. And she said, no, it's far too late, Jose. The flame on our candle has gone out. So then she left me for a rock man.
That is a tragic tale, my friend. Thank you for sharing. I hope over time we all become close friends and learn as much about each other as our new brother here has shared. The rebellion is about to change the galaxy, and all of your names are going down in history. Are you ready for greatness? Because I am. Are you pumped? Because I am. Strength to the rebellion.
Strength to the rebellion.
General Key, we're wanted in the bunker. Novak wants to know how soon we'll be joining him, and Blackbird wants your input.
Scrap. Alright, we'll get a round of drinks to go then. Didn't even get a chance to work my magic on the dance floor. Get it. Lock it. Yeah.
We're getting way too over our heads.
Just stay calm and let's keep on our toes. As long as we don't end up in space, we should be okay.
Hadron Electronics used to have a huge factory here. Then it was a think tank for the Fist. The Federation closed it down 30 years ago, and everyone lost their jobs, but when the original 3 leaders of the rebellion needed a base and workers to help build ships, well, the people of Kaban were more than willing to get back to work.
These will be your new brothers and sisters. As Blackbird put it so eloquently last night, we are humanity's champions. She's so cool, don't you think?
Could you refresh my memory? I must have missed her speech.
That guy you were with at the club, your brother? You guys look like brothers.
What? No way. We just met.
Are you sure?
I think I'd know if I had a brother.
Or a girlfriend?
Jose?
What's behind that door?
Nobody knows. It's meant to be a symbolic test of strength to represent our loyalty to the rebellion. Everyone here is free to roam the complex, but that's the one place where we are not allowed. It is the one absolute command for every rebel to not open that door, and to open it would be a crime, since we were commanded not to do so.
You guys wait here. I'll finish with you later.
Finally. Now that you're both here, how soon can the fleet be ready? Are all of the recruits ready to transfer to orbit? Novak might have just found where Tully is hiding the last Federation base.
I've changed my mind. We should leave now.
Wait, we should listen in. They found the base? We should tell Pavlo.
That's a stupid idea.
The refits on the cruiser are complete, and I've called in most of the scouts. We'll be ready to leave once General Tydrich arrives. Most of the troops are ready to go too, but picked up 5 more at the subset lounge. I'll get them settled and ready to leave. They can train along the way with the other first weeks.
Excellent. Novak, Tydrich, did you hear all of that?
Yes. What news about that Federation ship I wanted found?
We caught security footage of it docked at one of our abandoned stations. Also, a drone resupply station nearby was accessed by an unauthorized source.
Ricardo, I think they're talking about us.
Recruits? What are you doing?
Tisk tisk. It's always the cute ones who turn out rotten.
They were listening in on our conversation. They're Federation spies. What should we do with them, Blackbird?
What the? Twins?
Hold. Let me see who they are.